is important, especially 30 days, because when you interface with a potential customer, you want to have the confidence that you can say, we really have results out of this clinical trial, and this is what your customers will perceive immediately within that first 30 days. And so then you're able to give them the confidence that it's going to take 90 days, but they're going to see a positive outcome and a positive benefit to buying this product and using this 3-step system. So we designed questions to really address that fact. Does the cleanser work well and not strip the natural oils from the face? 83% of people in this clinical trial said yes. Oil hydrated, perfect level of hydration, moisturization immediately after application, 90%. Of course now, we also then have the moisturizer with this. So, I've heard you all loud and clear that you need a moisturizer. I heard I will say that. Good. Does it feel softer and smoother? 92%, 9 out of 10 people said in the first 30 days they love that. Redness of my skin. So we're getting back to what I always say, right? Red, angry, bleeding. That's where Pomifera oil works. So that was not so unexpected. But really, when we're looking at this clinical trial as part of the enrollment phase, people had to have Acne-Scar. So this is a condition where, for those of you that have had these issues with your skin, you realize that the skin is pretty damaged. So just to get 70% of the people in the first month to say the red is noticeably different is really powerful. And corollary to that, because you have to ask these questions in a number of different ways, I highlight here in bold, damaged, right? So again, right at 2 out of 3 people that experienced this product in 30 days saw that there was a favorable benefit just from their personal point of view of looking in the mirror and how their skin was. Another one, is it luxurious? Well, we know that, so that was kind of a freebie. We also knew, as you all did when we first launched, we had a 2-step program. It's think you actually can have people be quizzed and confirm that. Big one is I feel and I see improvement in my skin's elasticity and of course its feel, its texture. So again, almost 8 out of 10 people in the first 30 days. Texture and color of my skin is more uniform. I really didn't think that we would get almost 3 out of 4 people to say in the first 30 days. Again, remember, we're talking acne scarring here. We got that response. Overall improvement was, again, that was a good benefit. Healthy glow, that's like rock star there.
Yes.
8 people with damaged skin out of 10. I have a healthy glow. So we've talked about this, right? So what we're doing is we're effectively selling confidence, right? So we want our customers to feel beautiful, which makes them translate into confident human beings who go out and accomplish great things in the world.
Woo!
Thank you. Big one.
Thank you.
One is I learned a little bit here, hanging out with Lindsay and talking to all of you wonderful people. And I put this one in, and this is a real one, right? So if you had this condition of the skin, I simply wanted to ask the question, after 30 days, are you simply using less concealer and foundation? And this one blew me away. I was hoping for a coin flip. I was hoping for 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10, and we almost got 8 out of 10 there.
Wow.
And then the final one, the hardest one, really the key selling point just from a potential customer's point of view when they do this 3-step system. The scarring from my acne was visibly improved. We got 1 out of 2 people. And that's just, I didn't even expect that. I thought that would be 20%. So this is the questionnaire. So this is your ability to interface, do that consultative sale, and have a customer have the confidence to make that purchase, because you can say, look, in the 30 days, this is going to happen. This is going to be what you're going to see, and it's going to give you the confidence to stick with the program, because
wait to
remember,
see what
this is a
90 days.
90-day trial, so
wait to
they're
see what
going to
90-day
have to
results were.
use this product at least 90 days properly to get the clinical results now that I'm going to go through. And I kind of like to point this out. And this is where our industry kind of has a little gamesmanship, because a lot of people do questionnaires, right? I mean, and I'm kind of like, yeah, questionnaires are nice, but really, what really is meaningful is a true clinical result. So this slide's a little bit complicated. I want to make sure that I present this properly. So when you do a clinical trial, you have to do certain things, because you want to do what's called, you want to manage bias control, right? We want to know that this is a true result. It's not an impression. It's not a guess. It's not a filter thing, you know. And you like, oh, this is where I was 30 days ago, and this is where I am now. And this is a very controlled environment. And in the world of drug development, we ran this to the same standard that your pharmaceuticals that the world consumes. We ran it to the same confidence value of. That's the gold measure by the FDA in drug development, and we held it to the same standard. We also wanted to look at this, and we wanted to power it correctly. We actually started with 35 women. Because of COVID and other things, we had 7 drop out of the trial. The great thing is we powered it enough that we knew that even if we lost 1/3 of the participants, that we would be okay from a statistical point of view. We went with a broad range because I thought it was important not to game it. So we could have done 20-year-old women to 30-year-old women, and it would have been easier because the skin is obviously younger. It has the ability to recover. It has the ability to be stimulated. All these things that I think everybody understands. So we broadened that though, and so we did 20 years to 55 years old. And then I thought it was also important that we did a variable design in this, where we did a multiracial component of this study. So this is truly a clinical trial. We just happen to be doing it with skincare. So what this chart says, and why this is going to be such a rock star product for you, this is where I really need to take the time. So I'll get there. I've only got a couple slides.
Lindsay, keeping him on time.
So what this means when we go across here is it's not 4% of the participants had a result, or 23% of the participants had a result. What this says is statistically powered by a true clinical trial design, that on average everybody in the study saw that percent increase of this component, okay? So I want to make sure that you understand that. It's not 23% of the people, it's every person should expect this result, okay? So we'll go real quick. Pores are a big thing. I've heard a lot of people talk about pores. I agree, I think they're important. So thank you for noticing that. This is really good. 1 month, 4% decrease, 2 months, 6%, 3 months, 7%. Pretty solid. So you know what that says is we kind of got there in month 1. We saw some marginal benefit as we continue. As we all know, intensity and color of PIH, and I'm just going to state what PIH is. It's post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, right? So this is people think of them as age spots, sunspots, melasma from pregnancy, things like that. This was amazing to me. So month 1, we saw a 7% decrease in that, that was an awesome result. If it didn't change from there, I would have been pleased. And that corresponds to what we saw in the questionnaire. But man, look at this. Month 2, the benefit almost doubled. And then month 3, it went up another 50% on that doubling. So from just intensity and color from PIH, on average after 90 days, a customer is going to see a 23% decrease in that, clinically proven. I should say, This was the hardest standard here. This was, in this business, dermatologists grade this, and this is a well-established protocol. And what we wanted to do, though, is we also did instrumentation measurements, and what was nice, we saw a good correlation with that. So we took another risk, but now we have higher value because experts who do this for a living graded these results, and the instruments also measured the same thing.
Wow.
Scar degree, so this is the big one, right? So this is getting into where I've been speculating that I think that we're stimulating collagen. I'm getting closer to getting a comfort level of saying that we've got to be stimulating collagen, because now we looked at the scar degree, and in the first month, even though clinically, we did not have a clinically acceptable result from a statistical point of view, but still in that 30-day questionnaire, it was clear that people were seeing that themselves, right? So, but what was great was in month 2, you were really starting to get that clinical value of 12%, and then month 3, 20%. So the scar degree from acne scarring in 90 days is now a 20% improvement on average. And then finally, the big one is smoothness and texture. So this is about pock marks, and it's about active bumps that are possibly still there from acne or a current acne bloom, because part of the protocol was they needed to have acne scarring and they needed to have active acne in this. And so we didn't game this. We took the most challenging conditions to try to prove this product and the 3-step program. And again, not clinically significant at first month, great improvement in month 2, and wow, it really kicked in month 3. And so if we just stop there, that would be a great result. But I think, as you all know, because I've seen all those great before and afters from your customers and some of your own personal experience, we don't want them to stop doing this, right? We want them to keep going because they're going to continue to see the benefit. And the most important thing is, once you get your skin to a healthy position, I don't think anybody wants to stop a protocol like this, right? So you really want to just make sure that we continue in this mode. Some real quick pictures. So this is unbelievable how aggressive the lighting is, and put it in the worst case. I'm just going to look at this patient here. Focus on this PIH here, and watch as it trends across. It's moving in the right direction. The one thing that's happening is, if you look at all of the scarring and the PIH in there, again at day 30, kind of some improvement, but bam, you go out to 90 days and you're really starting to see that kick in and starting to see that improvement. The next one, oops, I went back too far. This is dealing with the smoothing texture and making the red go away. So pretty red here, and obviously it's hard to show this on a big screen. 30 days, the red wasn't all that improved, but bam, you get out to 90 days and you're really seeing this start to kick in. So this is why we wanted to do this 30-day questionnaire and then followed up with a 90-day study and proving it in the clinic. I'm not going to go over these in huge detail because this is going to be provided to you, but